Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to today's Words of Wisdom. Today's was sent out on October 4th, and I quote, "Look at yourself as if looking into a mirror and see if anything is crooked or odd. Judge yourself through the fruits of your actions as well, and see if your deeds have not deluded or misled people or made them unhappy." From The Laws of Secret by Master Ryuho Okawa. Thank you, Lord God. Alrighty, so today's words of wisdom obviously is a words of self-reflection. So we need to sometimes reflect on ourselves, or not sometimes, but all of the times when we reflect on ourselves, this teachings of the mirror is very important. So when you self-reflect, it's a reflection, right? So you need a mirror. So you need to see yourself correctly is the meaning of this teachings of the mirror. You have to see yourself correctly. So what's the opposite of that? You're seeing yourself with prejudice. A lot of the times, the subjective view of ourselves is prejudiced, and seeing from an objective view, we actually have a lot of biased view against ourselves. We tend to be easy on ourselves, and we are hard on others. All right? So we tend to be more lenient on ourselves and naive towards our own shortcomings, or the parts of us that we really need to work on. A lot of the times we're actually dismissing it and we're overlooking it. The opposite is you're looking at yourself too negatively. So you're too hard on yourself, and you shouldn't be. So there's both ways, depending on your personality or where you're at in your life. And looking at yourself as if, reflecting on yourself as if you're seeing yourself in a mirror. How do you do that? First and foremost, you have to study Master Okawa's teachings humbly. And when you read Master Okawa's teachings, because what's written in his kyotens and his books and his lectures, what we learn in it, is all about like the ideal way of living. So compared to that ideal way of living, we're obviously going to see the differences where we lack in when we read his teachings. And that's where we need to work on. We get this awakening that this part I need to work on, this part I need to work on. And there are, like, Master's kyotens are filled with treasures of things like that. There's a lot of hints that, that encourages us, and we find points that we need to work on or to improve. So when you find those points, that turns into the mirror. You start being able to see yourself more objectively by gaining these higher awarenesses by studying Master's kyotens. You see, when we only think in our own minds, we're only looking at it from our own little bubble. But by learning Master Okawa's insightful teachings, it's like you break out of your small little bubble, and you start being able to see yourself from a higher awareness, higher perspective, higher perception. That is how enlightenment works, and that is how self-reflection works. And that's why in the Fourfold Path, wisdom comes before self-reflection. You have to study the teachings first in order to properly practice self-reflection. So let us not forget this order to be able to see ourselves as if we're seeing ourselves inside of a mirror. That'll be it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.